Right next to me is one of the most affordable hatchbacks in all of the United States, if not the most affordable hatchback. This is the 2025 Kia Soul S, and what I have right next to me is a vehicle that's just under $25,000. Is it good? Is it absolutely awful? And is it worth it altogether? Well, in this video, I'll be taking you through everything this vehicle has to offer, and let's see. Is it worth it? Huge thank you to Executive Kia of Wallingford, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below. Let's dive right into it and start off with the front. And now the Kia Soul is one of those vehicles where you absolutely hate it or you absolutely love it. There's really no in between. But what we all can agree is this is definitely a unique front. There is no other vehicle that looks like this. The Kia badge right front and center, you have actually so much airflow. You have airflow here, airflow up here, and then airflow down there. This little middle piece is no airflow there. It's kind of just plastic here, but at least you have airflow up top and down below for that engine. Up here, you do have incandescent headlights and turn signals. This vehicle does not have LED headlights or even turn signals. So that is a downside, but I guess if you want, you could probably replace the bulb as an LED. And then this little side pocket here, it's more for design. There's no airflow in it. I wish this actually took air through the side of the vehicle, but it's a pretty cool design piece. I also do want to quickly say the higher trim, the GT line, does come with LED headlights here, so you can spend a little bit more money and get LED headlights, but this trim does not. Under the hood, this vehicle is powered by a 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine that's producing 147 horsepower and 132 foot-pounds of torque. That's all going through an IVT transmission, which is Kia's version of a CVT transmission. And this engine gives this vehicle a pretty healthy 27 in the city, 33 in the highway for a combined total of 30 miles to the gallon, which is actually very healthy for a 4-cylinder. The key fob of this vehicle is simple, black plastic, nothing crazy. You got the Kia logo there. Lock, unlock, the typical stuff, panic button, but then you also have remote start. So double tap the lock, hold that, and the vehicle should remote start. And there it goes. That's actually pretty cool. On a $25,000 vehicle, this has remote start. On a lot of other higher vehicles, like 30, 40, some of them don't have this. Also, there is no trunk button. You have to manually go up and open the trunk. And I'll actually, might as well show you that right now on this. I'm gonna talk about the trunk, but you just go back here, hit it, and it swings open like crazy. It actually comes up pretty fast. So even though that it's not automatic, it still is very helpful to lift up. This vehicle does not come with a sunroof and does not come with roof rails, but you have these little things there, and on this side, it's also on that. And if you pop these out, then you could put a roof rail on if you want to. You could buy one online and insert it yourself. These mirrors have blind spot monitoring built into them. They do not have turn signals on here like other vehicles do. These are 16-inch alloy rims with all-season weather tires. Then also with the keys in your pocket, I'm pretty sure, yep, they are. Then hit this button, the vehicle locks, hit it again, and it unlocks. And before going inside the vehicle, I do want to talk about the exterior styling. Like, look at this curvature on the wheel here. It kind of goes in, the curve on the side, and then same with the back. People might not like it, but Kia did very good job making it kind of cool and quirky, and even down there. Open up the rear door and you're greeted to plastic. I mean, what do you expect in this vehicle? It's plastic up here, the middle, down there. That's where you want it to be plastic though, because you put drinks, if you spill it, then you easily wash it off. Speaker grill right there. This vehicle has a lot of cool plastic texture pieces throughout the vehicle. It makes it look more luxurious. I kind of like it. This piece right here is a leather trimmed or leather type material. Rests your arms, very squishy. Coin slot, window control, and door handle there. And then hopping in the rear here, it's all cloth. But people always say, okay, I want leather. Cloth is just as good. Look at how squishy this is. You sink in when you sit in it. And the legroom is actually phenomenal in the rear. This is set to my driving position. I'm 5'8", I'm not the tallest, but I got a ton of legroom back here. Headroom, actually really good. What, 5-6 inches? 6 foot tall person could fit in here perfectly fine. 2 USB type C ports in the rear here. No AC vents. I guess you're close enough to the front where it's not going to matter. Like the AC will definitely hit you. Now there is a slight middle hump. Let's see how this is comfortable, if or not. Let's see. No, it's actually very comfortable. I don't really have to man spread in this vehicle. I can and might be more comfortable, but 3 adults can fit in here perfectly fine. Now, there is no middle cup holder armrest in this vehicle, so that and over here that I showed you earlier is the only cup holders in the rear. So if you're getting a big McDonald's large cup, and actually that won't fit it, you're gonna have to kind of straddle it like this or hold it until you come to a, get out of the car. But the middle headrest actually can move up and down, which is very nice. These are stationary, but they're nice. Look at that. They're nice and squishy and plush. I like that. Open up the front door and you're greeted to pretty much the same exact door as the rear. Same hard touch plastic there, down here. I guess there is more storage in the front, so that's very nice. You can put multiple drinks, snacks, speaker grill there. The same plastic trim as the rear. And then this, again, the same squishy material there. It's very nice to rest your arm. 4 window controls. One is one touch down, one touch up. The other ones you do have to hold. Lock, unlock, and mirror controls. Both the front seats are these cloth bucket seats that actually bolster you in very well. And look at, they're very nice and squishy. They hold you into place. The driver's seat is power operated with lumbar controls. That's control lumbar, forward and back. You got the up and the tilt. But sadly, the passenger over here is manually operated and does not have lumbar controls. Turn on the vehicle with a push to start and you're greeted to a full digital gauge cluster. Yes, in a $25,000 vehicle, this is full digital here, just like a supercar. You have your digital miles per hour there, your digital RPMs there. So let's say if you're going 1,000, you're up to 1,500 RPM, it's gonna go 1.5. It's pretty cool and futuristic. Also, something I just learned is that if you press your foot on the pedal, I'm in park right now, that will go up, like those little gauges will go kind of behind the higher you rev up. It's kind of cool, nice touch to it. Now, what can be controlled? This little screen here can be customized. Not a lot, but you hit this little icon there, and you go to drive info, you go to compass, you go to tire pressure, very basic stuff. Hold this, and you got some of your safety settings. So you can go in and customize all your different safety settings. This vehicle has forward collision warning, where it'll detect if you're gonna collide into someone, it's gonna beep at you. Lane keep assist here, blind spot monitoring there, rear cross traffic alert. And if you want, you can turn all this off. So just go in here, driver safety, and let's say, don't want forward safety, boom. Don't want lane safety, boom. Don't want blind spot safety. Just hit that, and you can turn all that off if you don't want it to beep at you. I kind of like how they give you the opportunity to turn it on or off. Now, what is this right here? Well, that's a speed limit like icon, and it'll detect if the road in front of you is 35 miles an hour, let's say the speed limit is, and it'll show up 35 miles per hour there. So if you're going over, it's gonna shine red saying, hey, you probably should slow down. And it at least shows you. In a $25,000 vehicle, that's actually kind of crazy. And back on the customization of the safety settings, you could turn up and down, if it works there, yeah, the warning volume of the safety settings. So if you want to be very dim or actually very loud and alert you, okay, there's someone coming across the side, you're gonna crash into someone, you can do that. And you could have safety priorities. So let's say lowers all other audio volumes when the parking assist is active. You could do that and turn it off if you don't want. I like how they give you the opportunity for that. And I actually almost forgot, but this vehicle does have a backup camera with moving trajectory lines. So as I move the wheel, those lines will move. It's not like 100% the clearest, but a lot clearer than other vehicles I've seen. And you also have a different top-down angle since it's a big hatch, so it's very nice. The steering wheel is a softer plastic here. It's not leather. There is no paddle shifters in the rear here. I do like these 2 gauges, which I've shown you controls a lot of the different things. It definitely stands out, makes it look cool. A Kia logo right in the center. You have your talk controls there, change the mode. That goes to different, audio. I don't want that to be playing. Phone controls, and what is this? That's a favorites icon. So Kia does this really cool thing about favorites hotkeys. So if you want, let's say on the touchscreen, I want to go set that to home. You hit that and it goes straight to home. But you can change it to all different sorts of stuff. So if you have a, radio on and off, quiet mode, all this different stuff, reject end a call, turn to privacy mode. So you can change that to basically anything you want as a simple hotkey. The touchscreen is where Kia always nails it. It's super responsive, crisp and clear, easy. You have map, boom, just right to the map. Phone connectivity, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. It's all laid out for you. But then you have this thing called voice memo. What is that? Well, if you want to leave a voice memo for yourself of, hey, pick up eggs at the grocery store, it'll save that so that when you go here, okay, I got to pick up eggs at the grocery store. You got a thing called quiet mode. What is that? Well, that will dim the audio in the rear. So if you have kids in the back trying to sleep, they could sleep while you up front listen to music. It's actually kind of cool. But the settings in this vehicle are insane. Now, again, it's very simple, but you can go in and change a lot. Now, the one thing I'll talk about is in display. This has a blue light filter. What is a blue light filter? Well, it takes out the blue light in the screen, so it helps your eyes. In my personal phone, I have it set on, especially at nighttime, so it helps for less eye strain. And what's pretty cool is you can also schedule a time just like our smartphones. So you can do, like in my personal phone, I think I have it set to 9 p.m. it turns on, and then like, 10 a.m. it turns off or something like that. So you could do it, it's just like a smartphone. I really like how they make this touchscreen as simple just as your phone. Now, you also have climate controls. You do have physical climate controls, but they give you the access to do digital, which I think is kind of nice. I like the option to do both. But that is not it with this touchscreen. What are these down here? These are all physical buttons. Yes, so if you don't want to go mess through the touchscreen, map, boom, right there. Hit radio, sends you to it. Skip songs. Kia has made it very simple to use for anyone of age. If they don't know how to kind of use a screen like this, just boom, sends you to the maps. Very nice. But what is this? Well, if you hold that, it's another hotbar, just like the one here. So you would have this set to even more items. So let's say if I want to, again, simple, set it to home. Just hit that and send you straight to home. So you have that. But let's say I want it for phone projection, which is Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. So you could have a hotbar for Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. That's actually pretty cool. Below the touchscreen, there's physical AC controls, and these are actually dual zones. So the driver and the passenger can control their own and one have it hot, one have it cold. It's actually pretty cool. So adjust that here with it, and it shows the temperature. I really like that. It's super easy. Fan speed down. Below that, wireless charging pad. Let's actually put my phone in right now. So you put it in, and that thing should light up. Yep, it's charging. USB-C, USB-A port, cigarette lighter port, a little spot for another phone. Your gear lever stick, this is to change the drive modes. So hit it and go from normal to sport. That is it in this car. But hey, he gives you some cool colors, so that's kind of cool. Then down here, you have two cup holder spots here. Put a cup in, your actual emergency brake, a physical one. A lot of vehicles are going the buttons, so I like how it's physical. Little armrest there, pretty squishy, nice. Open up, and you have a decent storage pocket. Put a water bottle in there and shut it. The rear of the vehicle does not excel in features, but definitely excels in weirdness. It's a straight jut down. It's not like a bubble like other vehicles, just straight zoop down. These taillights in the back are halogen, and same with the turn signals. Just like in the front, they're all halogen here, not LED. The Kia badge right front and center, you have your wiper blade there. This is actually another brake light up top. Then Soul badge. And that's really it. There's no other cool kind of features in here, but just the body as a whole with the white paint here, the black plastic there, again, the white body color, the juts and stuff, it is really unique. How is the rear trunk space? Well, let's see. Hit this button here, and again, you've probably let it go, let's say there, and it does the rest for you. So it's a very super light door, and it fits a whole entire map. Again, I'm 5'8", I'm not the tallest, and it fits me totally fine. So you have multiple suitcases, luggage here, but what if you want even more storage? Well, these rear seats do come down. They fold down just as simple as that. One hand. I think a kid can probably do that. Now, this is where I'm actually going to have to complain in this vehicle. So you see how these seats are lifted far up, and I'm very far down, deep in here. So you put a cabinet in here, and it's gonna be tilted up. It's gonna hit the roof. It might not even make it in here. But Kia, I guess, thought of this is they put a little extra lip here, which I'll pan to it and show you. So it looks like another kind of tray can go here to make it more flat, but this vehicle didn't come with it. So unless you could buy it aftermarket, off Amazon, or from Kia, you know, themselves, this vehicle does not come with it. So watch out when you're putting a kind of a big object in here. It's not, it might not fit. And let's see, does this vehicle come with a spare tire or a fix-a-flat? Let's see. It actually comes with a spare tire. So good job, Kia, on that. Now, taking it out on the road, how does it feel? Well, I got some negative and I got some positive about this vehicle. There's more positive than negative, but let's get the negative out of the way. The throttle. And I put my foot down like maybe 10% and it doesn't go at all. Then I put it down 12% and then you go. I'm at a red light right now. It should turn green in a minute and I'll show you because let's see. Okay, so I have my foot down maybe 10%, 10%. And then 12%, and then I get kicked back. So it, you know, it does have some acceleration and is kind of nice, but you gotta hit the throttle a little bit more than not. And again, this does have a sport mode, so maybe, let's see, does that change in sport mode? No, it's still, again, you got to put it down 12-15% before you actually go. Now, I will say the handling in this vehicle is incredible. Sorry if you guys are flying around right now. I'm going to take this turn going nothing crazy fast, but a little bit faster than normal, let's see. And oh, you guys are going to fly around, but this thing just we would throw this into corners. I like this. This is like a little hatchback. It's kind of zippy and nice. It's actually a lot of fun to use. And let me give it a quick kind of step on in the gas, so I don't know if you guys will go flying. Whoa, and it goes. It doesn't like stop. Like the 147 horsepower, again, is not a lot, but is enough in this light vehicle like this to get it going. Now the braking, let's see. Let's come to kind of a stop, 25 miles an hour. Whoa, okay. The brakes do work in this vehicle, that is for sure. Overall, this is a really, really fun car to drive. The Kia Soul gets a lot of bad rep for it, but if you ever take it out and drive it, you're gonna be like, wow, it's actually not a bad vehicle to drive. It's ergonomic, it's fun, it just is all around a fun time. I'm having a smile on my face driving this vehicle. It's a blast. But the real question is, what do you think about this vehicle? Do you like it or do you absolutely hate it? And do you think it's worth the $25,000? Be honest, let me know in the comments below. And please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to keep updated with more content. And a huge thank you to Executive Kia of Wallingford, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below.